And for more, I want to bring in NewsNation national security contributor Tracy Walder, former CIA officer and FBI special agent. Tracy, thanks for joining us on this.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
Tracy, I think the piece that's missing on all of this is why? What does Purgatory get out of all of these active shooter swatting calls on college campuses?
Well, actually, if I could correct some of the information that's being reported, I would love to. This isn't just one group. That's actually incorrect. So this is coming from a group called the CALM. The CALM is the umbrella organization. Purgatory is a part of them, and the FBI actually issued a warning to everyone on the CALM back in April, saying that they may get people to do things like this, and that's what Purgatory is doing. They are operating as an arm of this CALM organization, and what they are doing is charging individuals for this. They made about $100,000 or so based off of these last swattings. And if you really do the math on that, which is really disturbing, it means they got 5,000 calls, because initially they were charging $20 per university and $50 per business, hospital, airport, those kinds of things. But they've stated they're going to raise their rate to $95. So I think it's financial.
Explain more about that. Who are they charging? Where does that money come from? And what do we know about this organization, CALM?
So the CALM is this umbrella organization. It's mostly based actually in the UK and the US. And what they are doing is actually recruiting particularly young males, interestingly, from between the ages of 11, as young as 11 to 25 years old. And they're getting them through basically online gaming, those kinds of things. That's how they are initially reaching out to them. And they're getting them to become involved in these illicit activities and then using that as blackmail. They really like to use young males because they feel that the consequences against them will be kind of smaller. And so now it looks like they have these arms who are carrying out these certain things, and people are finding them on Telegram, on Discord, on these kind of sub threads on these networks, and they are calling these in, I think, just for fun. I think they are getting a rise out of this.
Wow. And is it just the gratification of seeing such a massive response, such disruption, and frankly, terror on these campuses?
That's personally what I think. We have seen, individual swatting instances that were about revenge and that were more one-on-one, and those had very strong motivating factors behind them. In my opinion, I really do think that people are getting some kind of sick gratification of seeing sort of this fear that's being unleashed.
What can be done about all of this? What can be done about CALM?
That's the hard part, because the problem is even if we equip 911 operators, and I believe what they were talking about before was VoIP technology, basically creating internet phone numbers that are really difficult to trace. Even if we equip 911 with the ability to decipher those really quickly, what if they miss one and it isn't a hoax? That is the problematic thing. And so I hate to say that I'm not certain exactly what can be done, but we really need to develop technology that is better at really detecting whether or not these are hoaxes or not, and doing that very accurately.
Wow, it's so much to unpack, and really appreciate you as always. Tracy Walder, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.